Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to address a couple things because I do realize that my road or my reboot journey videos have been kind of slow and non-existent. So to address that, I just wanted to say that I haven't really been having that much time to play the game. School started. I am a college student full time. I also do research and I work in a lab. Two different things. Um, so yeah, if you guys see a lack of uploads, that's gonna be why, and I hope you guys understand. I'll try my best to keep this series going and try to make requested content, I guess. So I think the one of my biggest ones is doing my monthly progression in Reboot. Well, for this month, I can go over my gear and everything to this point. Even though there's not really that many changes, I haven't really been playing the game much. Sorry, I have a cough, so if I'm coughing a lot throughout the video, that's why. Um, but yeah, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Something. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try my best to come out with content. Do realize that in order for me to upgrade in this game, I do have to farm and train. As you can see, I'm at 95%. I'm pretty close to leveling. But that's really hard when I don't have the time. So even if I can do it in like an hour here and there, I'll try my best just so I have, progression and something for you guys to see because it's probably getting pretty repetitive seeing the same gears every month with honestly no real big upgrade. Um, but yeah, for now, the plan is to continue farming. So I'm at the point where my gears can really only be upgraded by cubing for 3-line stat, which is very expensive and not very cost effective in my opinion, or star forcing. So the deal with star forcing is that I think my first priority is going to be my meistering. So as you can see here, I have two more and technically a third one if I do need to use it or whatever. If not, I could just farm more primal essences. Um, but besides that, a lot of my gear is 17 star and at a pretty decent potential to the point where I don't see the point in recubing it. So unless Nexon gives us the Wonderoid event back or the Sengoku event back where I can get a badge and a heart that I can potential, chances are my upgrades here are going to be very minimal. uh, One big focus right now is the Superior Engraved Calyx belt. It has a 4% all stat, 16 strength flame, which you guys have all seen before. The goal is to get a reinforced belt or a pink bean belt to 22 stars or 21 stars so I can transfer hammer onto here and make it a 20 or 21 star item. Obviously getting 21 stars is much easier than 22 just because the rate to destroy your item goes up, I think. It might not. Um, but yeah, it's just not very cost efficient, I guess, in my case, to be spending so much money trying to 22 star something when the gains minimum, or not the minimum gains, but like the amount of money I spend on it is going to be relatively similar to how much, I mean, it's going to be the amount of money that I spend on it is going to give me less upgrades than if I were to spend it just trying to 18 star everything, because even that 1 star on all my equips is a very significant range boost. So yeah, I'm probably gonna roulette these two and my Connors treasure to see which one gets to 18 and then 19 and then 20 and etc. until one of them decides to boom. Then I'll try to get the pendants to 18 or maybe even 20 stars just because I have so many replacements. Actually, no, I have two replacements. Which honestly I think is more than enough, especially if I'm doing it during the 5, 10, 15 Star Force event, which is in about 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken. So if I were you guys, I would start saving up mesas because 5, 10, 15 is the best time to Star Force your items. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over my equips real quick. Not much has changed, like I've already said, but I'll just go over just because a lot of people like seeing it. And this is technically, I think, my like 170th day on Reboot. Technically, if you were count the day this character is created. So I'm probably gonna title this video "How Far You Can Get in Half a Year Playing Maplestory Reboot." So this is all my clean stats. I'll take off Falling Moon. I'm at 20k, 28k strength, and this is my arcane force. This is very low compared to what it could be. I haven't done dailies in about 2 months, so that I think these could all be probably level 15 or 16. This could be level, I don't know, 13 or 14, and these could all be level 10 plus. So if I had all that and you took all that into consideration, I could probably gain about 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, about 1,000 strength just off that, and I'd be 29k. But if I am to buff up, I hit right here 28.9, just under 29k strength. It is less than my last video because I am missing the third totem. It does give about 24 stat, I think. I don't know. Somewhere around 20. It's definitely more than this one, maybe less than this one. Definitely less than this one because Jade Kettle is below it. So yeah, about 20 stat from that, which is actually a very significant difference, especially when you factor in all my percent stat. Um, so yeah, I'll just go over my gear real quick. I'll try not to go too fast because of someone who requested, but at the same time, these items aren't very different. So if you've been keeping up with the series, this is probably very boring. Here's a belt, weapon, pendant, hat, tattoo, monocle, armor, pants, shoes, gloves, shoulder, earring, emblem, secondary, and cape. Again, no heart, no badge. It's fine. If I had heart and badge, I'd definitely be over 30k strength, without a doubt. So I think a lot of it is just waiting to see if Nexon ever decides to give it back. If not, kind of sucks because every new reboot player is already going to be theoretically weaker than people who've been playing a while. So I think that's very stupid that they could just take away events like that, especially when it does change, I guess, the dynamics of who can be stronger and who can't be. It benefits all the old players and harms all the new players, which doesn't make sense, especially if you want new players to come to the game. But I guess Nexon has their whole thing going on, so I don't even want to talk about that. Um, but yeah, that's my Dawn Warrior, and I guess I could do something really quick. Um, I can go kill a couple bosses, so I'll just do a lot of the carried ones. So normally I would go and carry people through these bosses, but I think just for this week, just because I don't really have the time to get people round up to do a boss, I'm just gonna solo them all and keep all the drops. I'm sorry guys if you're watching this and you're in my Discord server. I should mention that I do have a public Discord where I offer boss carries. For right now, they're very spontaneous. It's whenever I find time in my schedule, I'll announce it. If you decide to join, I just please ask, or just ask that you please fill out your IGN, your YouTube channel, or just read the info channel, text channel on there. More or less, I just need to know who you are, where you come from, and what bosses you need help with, because I do use a ping to notify people of certain groups when I'm running bosses. So if you're not in that group, you might never find out when I'm carrying. And I guess that's up to you whether or not you want to do it. It just makes it easier for me and easier for you, so you're not always constantly checking each channel. Um, but yeah. I really like Calyx. Super easy. I just press this one skill, and then like I don't know. I'm at the point where Calyx is less about mechanics and more just about bursting, so yeah. And then I jump up here and press this and he's dead, I think. Yep. Oh man, I love that skill so much. Um, what to talk about? Oh, recently in the last patch update, Dawn Warriors did get a slight buff. So in the early job, when you have the sun, the solar modal form, they added 15% final damage to that skill as a buff. And once you hit fourth job, your equinox cycle actually buffs that to a 25% final damage buff, I think. No, not equinox. Student of the Blade? Which one is? Oh, is this one? Master of the Sword. So you can see right here, final Rising Sun has a final damage of 25%. So when you have Equinox Cycle, you get both of these activated at the same time. So it's like a permanent 25% final damage boost. But yeah, very useful, very helpful. Boosts for, boosts my damage by exactly 25%. So if you guys don't know, final damage is your damage output applied after everything else is applied. So literally when I say 25%, if I were to take off Equinox Cycle, this would drop by 25%. If I were to recast it, boom. As you can see, I gained just under 2.5 million range, which is insane because the buff really did come out of nowhere. So yeah, we always like getting buffs because not only does it make your class stronger, but it actually makes it more fun to play, especially when you're looking at classes that have hundreds of percent of final damage and your class has none. It sucks because you're like, oh, I spent so much time playing this class and this other class is just so much stronger by default, right? But I don't know. I just think it's nice that Nexon's looking at these older classes and giving them these buffs that I guess all the newer classes have, and by newer I mean hero. That was an intentional cough, by the way. So, yeah, I'll just run through CRA. I think I've done this before, but I'll do it again real quick. It takes me less than like 10 minutes to do all of them. So, yeah, I guess during these I can tell you I guess what to do when you're getting carried. It's actually quite simple. But some people just don't understand. I don't want to say don't understand, but like I want to make it easier for you when I'm helping you out, because then that makes it easier for me, and everyone else has an easier time. And I think everyone benefits with something like that. So in Queen, all she does is light you on fire, more or less. She'll probably kill you once or twice because of her attacks, but it doesn't really matter. So basically, I'll click and I'll start. Every time she does that movement, someone on the map's gonna get burned. Since I'm the only person in the map, I get burned by default. And every time she turns dark, she blows a breath of fire. That breath of fire one-shots you if you're not tagged up with another party member. So, yeah. Oh, man. She has other modes, but I kill her fast enough to the point where you don't have to really worry about that. And hit the box, and you can free loot. So it's kind of... Oh, I don't have a pet. It's really interesting. So when I do boss... I don't have a single one. Really? Hello? Mouse? Hello? I really don't have a single pet. Oh, I do have a pet. Oh my gosh. So yeah, when I do bosses, I really hate keeping track of who has loot, who doesn't, who needs one, who doesn't. So if I'm helping you out, it's always going to be first come first serve, and by that I mean pull out all your pets, pull out whatever the hell you have up your arsenal to help you loot, because once I click that box, whoever loots what gets what. So I try to make that very clear. Um, but some people don't have pets, some people do, and I can see how that's unfair, but I can't really, it's not really my place to say, oh, none of you can use pets because one person doesn't have a pet. For Clown, It's probably the easiest one. So this one, when I'm carrying, I request that everyone does not hit the boss, no matter what. I don't really, if you're getting a carry, chances are your damage isn't gonna do that much anyways. I can see if you want to test out your mechanics or whatever such, but I don't think it's the place to be trying it out when you're getting carried, especially when practice mode exists now. So when you're in this boss, you more or less just want to hug a corner and avoid these little hat drops. If you do, you just tap left and right real quick on your keyboard and it's all good and I'll get hit by one. Just to show, see? I have to spam my left arrow keys to get out of it. Super annoying. Oh my god. But it's whatever. Come on. Oh my god. I might lose this. Please. Oh my god, please. Please. Oh, no! Please! Oh. Oh my god. Yeah. You see, blue flakes will fall around in a tornado. If you get caught in the fire, you get skill locked, and that's what happened there. Red face will teleport around randomly to any player, whether or not you've attacked him, and more or less one-shot you with his hand. Really avoidable just by flash jumping around the map. It's pretty much the only time you want to be flash jumping around randomly, and if you see him, uh, dash faster or teleport or something because it's really not that hard to avoid. It's much easier when you're soloing, but obviously when you're carrying, you're not soloing, so yeah. Von Bon is probably the most annoying one because he likes to teleport and all that, and that makes it really hard to keep people alive, especially because he has two attacks that can one-hit KO you, and that's his little like missile ball and his little missile ball and some. And when he after he hits half HP, his main attack is he jumps up and does a ton of damage. Did I miss? I did miss. Oh man, how did I miss that? Uh, oh man, this is so annoying. It's sort of awkward because I don't have my pet. I don't have an auto. Oh, I do have an auto buff. What the hell? How's that possible? This is my pet. Oh, it is my pet. Hell yeah. That's why I love pets. Oh my god. And he's dead. I got him added to the monster book. That's so cool. Sivon Bon, I think you do need to hit him if you're getting carried. Sorry, I didn't really talk about much, but I think I said a lot of it in the preface. You do need to hit the boss in order to get drops, I think. I just have people do it anyways, just so I don't risk it. Because I know some people really do need their best in slot top bottom hat. What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Siva, last one. This is probably the hardest, one of the harder ones to carry, just because he's off the map 80% of the time. Not everyone knows the mechanics. Chances are, if you're getting carried, you have not had the chance to fight Siva with all of his hard boss mechanics. Basically, he's always underground. I highly recommend hugging a left or right corner for this. But it's not always the best because there are times where he will specifically attack in one of the corners, and if you're caught there, you're dead. So it's really like a balance of what to do and just knowing, being conscious of where he's gonna spawn. Because if he spawns like that, he one-shots you, but if he spawns, it only goes halfway up. He does some percent of your damage. That also one hits you. Um, and then at some point, once you do enough HP, he does a suck that basically more or less drags you to one half of the map. Oh man. And if you don't go to that one side of the map, you're instantly killed. So Oops. Again, I'm really sorry about my throat, but nothing I can do about it. Um, but yeah, it's really fun. I really like doing these bosses when I'm not one-shotting them like I am in Aurora. Subtle flex, but yeah, I don't know. It just reminds me of the days when 50 mil was the damage cap and it was almost impossible to one-shot this boss, but now, like, it's so easy. Um, Last hit, and he's dead. If you guys saw earlier when I was running towards this side that he was doing his suck, basically he spawns in the right or left side and he just sucks everything towards that one side. And if you don't run to that side before he launches his attack, you're dead. Um, but yeah. One last note, if you are getting a carry from me, I please ask that you just stay, or if you see the HP bar go down low, resurrect yourself. Because if you're dead, you don't get drops, I think. Unless it's in these two that have the boxes, but for Seavol and Seavon Bond, it's always a pain for me to tell everyone to revive and then maybe risk dying, but it's whatever. I don't mind doing it. I'm just things to help me help you, you know? But yeah, that is my CRA and Helix solos. Um, Starting up pretty soon if I get less busy. I'll open up carries, and as of now, I'm prioritizing people who haven't had the chance to get carries or who don't have their arcane set yet. So if you don't, join the server. Let me know. Say you don't have the set or you whatever, and I'll prioritize you. Make sure you get your items. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the next video.